Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Could this house have been targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well...
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
Your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart. Mrs. Gibbs, I presume. Easiest pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
Take that to your face.
shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Ah, shite.
I'm back.
At long last.
The greedy strive with purpose to bring ruin to the household of the righteous.
I can't worry. I don't think so. Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
Expected no less from you, Mrs. Geddes.
They never learn, do they? Didn't want to stay dead.
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden Town with the governor.
That's not what Deborah's research pointed at.
Well, the Gibbs are not at home to rational explanations. See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
You're wasting your time on this one. Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you? You're done. That corpse is taking aim.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
Find a way around then.
A ward restrains me. Over here. Look.
Innocent, guilty, the guilty, innocent.
Are those echoes we're hearing, or the shadows speaking?
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first? The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
To deliver you from the way of evil, your captives are unleashed upon you.
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse. Watch out! Spectre possession.
Yet in your power is none in your pride. You brought yourself into labor blade. Guilty.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. Easy as pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
A malignant will is placed upon this, just like the one we found earlier.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location.
This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
This isn't over yet.
Reinforcements!
show them why they should fear Banishers.
There's a tough one.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Or Bacche liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence.
Stone by stone, all proof missing.
The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it? If we want to stop for a minute, this place will do.
Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? We're not finished here.
Whatever you have sown, you shall reap. Alone, forlorn, misunderstood, so you shall remain.
A strong memory clings to this place. I sense the vivid echo of a ghost's memory.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim. And that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
Hiding the evidence, perhaps, of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
All deserted you.
This can't be good.
Who are you?
Confess! Let them speak!
If we speak, shall you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
Let rule in the faith. You have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty!
Swore to vanquish evil. You conspired with witches.
Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embraced one.
The charges: cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict: guilty. The sentence: pain hereafter.
I am no witch hunter. Never was. Bloody hell. That's a cheap trick.
Almost there.
What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
I'm not messing about, am I? The shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow. Ghosts are dangerous, and I've no reason to show mercy.
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
Magic is only a tool.
Hell's bolt!
There's a tough one. This just won't do. No, I don't think we will. Bloody shadow.
Judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
Enough. Can we please get out of here? That was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
I feel powerless. I were always one move behind. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so... rare. Most think them a myth.
Ignorance caused this. A raging epidemic drove them out of their minds. Unable to look within, they pointed the finger.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Seems to be stuck.
Being startled by a wisp in Akershus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you? That down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too. That infamy really got to us.
Years of anger coursed through me. Yet now I can't even remember why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy does. It's over now. We're here.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once thus delivered of that which was so much. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good. His latest sermon. We haven't missed it.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people hear.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. It is a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. "The devil walks among us," they said, "and you must save us, or we will find someone who will." This governor knew he could not save them, but he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. McCraith. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
The trial was not fair. You had no proof, and you knew it.
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft yourself.
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the colony. It was a difficult time.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
What do you really want, Governor?
I wish only to serve. I am the trusted servant of the good people of New Eden. Without me, they're lost.
Without them, you would be lost.
Yes. Maybe I do need them. Very human of me. But these people undoubtedly need me, Mr. McCraith. And there is no one else.
Admit it! You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more, no thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was, then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it? Belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
You say your flock forced your hand. For the greater good, you say, you indulged their bloodlust. I believe you did it. I don't believe your motive. You delighted in your magical witch hunt, your trivial rituals. You thought you'd be lauded for your humility and skill. But you have neither. Now all around you crumbles. Yet still you state your claim as the rightful protector of the people of New Eden. I have found the culprit, the devil worshipper, the source of the evil that has befallen your community. Sorry, son.
You're having a laugh. Can't be.
That don't. Him? My son, a witch? You mock us, sir. Present proof or retract your ridiculous accusation.
Now you need proof. For years, Lammy studied your precious library of the forbidden, but he outdid his father. He learned. 'Twas Lammy who taught Caleb Watson the dark ritual that brought his beloved wife back from the dead.
I was trying to help. I did nothing wrong.
No! Lord have mercy!
For shame.
The boy was always strange.
No. No, Lammy is a good boy. I won't have it.
Easy, Governor. Your son's intentions were sound, and his mistakes, grave as they were, did not poison the well.
Forgive me for swearing in the meeting house, but this is a blooming farce.
Have I ever failed you? In evil times, have we not endured? Have I not protected you?
Fooled by his own flesh. How could he be so blind?
Have faith! The Banisher has lifted the curse. Brighter days are here. I knew you were trouble. You and your lady. Look what you've done!
Don't push your luck, Haskell. I've given you a shot at redemption. It's more than you gave Deborah.
Damn you, Banisher! Paid in consideration of a curse lifted. All rights defended now and hereafter. I look forward to never seeing you again.
Don't count on it. The work's not done.
I hate this place. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can. Aren't you angry?
I'm what? Disgusted. This region is doomed. I know it in my bones.
There's no shortage of suffering around here.
Haskell saw to that when he ordered Deborah's execution. I know that we're together, and it makes us strong, but I'm still wary.
Don't lose yourself. You've done far more than I could ever have asked.
I'll do what it takes, and gladly. You need not ask it.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, the stronger I feel. My senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were a part of me. I understand her anger. I feel her rage and can't help but relate to it. But that anger of mine, that fear, I thought when I left home, I'd left them behind.
Past is the past. You still get to choose your future. Times like this, old wounds can ache. Seems normal.
It's more than that. My past casts a growing shadow upon my heart. So much so that the sister I thought was gone for good seems to be winding her way back to me.
Your sister. Ayomide, wasn't it?
No. As a child, before I left Cuba, I had a friend. I chose to call her my sister. That night, the night I died, I dreamed of her. I dreamed of Calendre.
Did you go looking for her? Was she near him? It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
It's so far beyond the realm of possibility you wouldn't believe it. No, she wasn't there. But I heard her voice. I'd swear on it. How could that be?
Dreams can be vivid. Can be difficult to separate them from reality.
I was awake, Red.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I She said we were family, never to be divided.
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's tearing us apart.
Death has already torn us apart.
I hate this is where we are. I hate that I'll have to say goodbye. But for now, I'll do everything in my power to catch you.
This is how we win. Thank you for being the kindest soul I've ever met.
Thank you for being the bravest.
Ceridian?
Holy shite.
Hurry, please.
Ceridian, what's wrong?
Come, hurry. I need you on the island.
I don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
Was that really Ceridian? How did she pull that trick?
I think maybe she used the invisible to speak to us through the crow.
Pity it doesn't work both ways. Imagine having a conversation with someone far away. Can you feel it? I have goosebumps.
The veil is tearing at the seam. If I bruise the bud so the specters inside show themselves, you could shoot them. Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
Gardening tip.
We can get to that ivy from the other side. The wards have weakened.
Ceridian's power wanes.
The wards have weakened.
Ceridian's power wanes.
Nobody's home. I can feel it.
Who there? Where could they be?
Crows. They flock to that great tree up there.
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind. Go or stay, to prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me. You're too late, old mosshead, as ever. Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
Soldiers, bring me her head!
Take the soldiers down first!
Handle this! Take on, soldiers in charge!
That corpse is gonna... You can't get to him, Banisher!
I'll get you, witch! I'll get you all! Atone or die!
I think I heard the sound of a gun coming.
Try this on your sides.
Old Mosshead is no more. He'll never drink from your skull now, will he? Another ancient promise broken. But what about me? How do I live now? You're all I ever had, and all I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn. A pity. Farewell, then. She took me in when my father... when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
I am tired of all this death.
Want to talk about it?
I will do.
Once I bruise the heart, destroy the wisps within its roots.
Teamwork. What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
If she has regrets, she must tame them.
Grief knows no rulebook.
I remember Aoife's wake. Friends and neighbours came from miles around. We stood and watched over for a day and a night. There was food and drink, song and dance. We honoured and rejoiced in the life she'd led, short as it was. I did not have a wake when my father died. Nor my mother, nor Blair or Anig. But we were running from our enemies and barely had time to bury them. It was as if their deaths hadn't happened. What if your family can never properly say goodbye? Never see your grave?
Mourning customs are social rituals. My family knows how I feel about these things. We know better. As long as my body is free of the nightmare, that is all that matters. I'll be all right.
Aye. You'll be all right. What about me? What about me when you are truly gone? Who am I without you? I never wanted to know. When I woke in that cave, I felt like I'd lost everything. I feel like I lost everything.
I'm still here.
For now. And I'm so afraid when you won't be anymore.
I'm afraid too. Afraid to leave you behind. Afraid to journey on.
I had such plans. We'd live such wonders together. Just... I wanted more time.
So did I. But we are together now. One last great adventure.
Aye. That's something. I miss the warmth of your skin. So much.
And I, yours.
But are we sure about what we're doing? Are you sure this is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Aye. But more so Seeker's grief. I could have you back. I long for it. It pains me.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
We may be tempted. We must not succumb.
Banishers will remain.
Banishers. To the end.
Aye, my love. To the end.
Spared by the Banishers, but his undoing complete, Mr. Fairfax Haskell must live with his sins. Their governor rode the pendulum from pinnacle to pit. The shaken faithful must turn once again to the Lord. This new quest for purity may end like the last, in injustice and misery. But to whom will they listen? Can they be stopped before it's too late?
Squire Paris's store. There's a strong spectral presence.
Shall we?
Ah, that is better. That is better indeed. Ah, can't an honest man catch his breath in peace? Now, where were we?
Without wishing to pry, are you sure you're well?
You do pry. I welcome it. I'm not as well as I would like. I blame the setting. English men and English women out here in the woods. 'Tis unnatural.
Might I be of help?
The man who killed the beast. I imagine you might.
I hope you're not about to tell me there's another one.
Oh, nothing like that. At least I hope not. No, my bodyguard is missing, and with recent events, no one here seems interested. It's not like Jane to leave unannounced, and I can't run the store without her.
Where to your mind might Jane have gone?
If I knew that, I'd tell you. I'm baffled. All these years, she's been nothing but loyal.
Tell me about Jane, if you would.
My partner Jane is proudly Pennacook. I doubt she'll tell her story to some white-skinned stranger. But if she does, she'll tell you the truth. The question is moot. She's not here. With the beast gone, Jane had the fidgets, but I never thought she'd abandon me. My mistake. She spent a lot of time in her cabin working on a map. Foolish of me not to realize she'd use it.
He's genuinely worried, but there's something else going on here. I wonder what it is.
Jane's map? What do you know about it? Where did it lead?
I must now break confidence and share a little of Jane's tale. You ever hear of the hummingbirds? The hummingbirds are mercenaries. They and Jane share a past. She has, for years, been hunting them. I suspect she found a new lead, and chose not to tell me about it.
I should have a look in her quarters.
Her cabin stands facing the store. I'll not object to you searching it. She may feel differently.
Show me your wares.
You'll find what you need, I'm sure.
Stay put. I'll look around.
Please, and thank you.
Jane doesn't trust her boss.
We should poke through the squire's books.
She's very defensive about that particular patch of forest.
Like you with the blanket when the night is cold. When her people were sick, the mercenaries massacred them.
Of course they did. Cowards. We're not opening that without a key.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
No keys here. I thought I saw something shiny.
I wouldn't have kept a key here.
You probably would. There. The Squire's archives.
Paris had traded with the Pennacook, Jane's people.
He knew she had nowhere else to go.
Did he wish to help, or did he wish to profit?
Squire Paris bought Jane's freedom, then hired her as his bodyguard.
That was generous of him. Right. We should talk to the Squire.
Yes.
Hummingbird mercenaries massacred Jane's people. She likely seeks revenge.
Ah, right.
You don't seem surprised.
Why do you think we came to a backwater like New Eden? She knew the hummingbirds had been here.
You intended to help her take revenge?
I would have, gladly, if I were 20 years younger. These men. What poor Jane endured.
Perhaps she wanted to keep you out of it. What else can you tell me?
Jane had a cache of weapons in the woods, at the fiery grove, as she described it. I suppose she means that the trees there are autumn red.
Arms in the woods, red-leaved trees. Noted. Stay put. I'll look around.
Please, and thank you.
We must find Jane. Let's try this fiery grove. She means to kill the hummingbirds.
Hell of a mission for one person alone.
Sincere's attitude is definitely strange, and not only for his constant whining.
Could this be what's drawn on the map?
The treasure must be around here somewhere.
Is it just me or?
I felt it too. That rock. A letter from the dead, perhaps.
What the... Oh, ho there! Would you happen to know why the bridge is up? Sir? Oh!
Could people not stop murdering each other for one bloody minute?
And put us out of work?
I'd almost welcome the change at this point.
Come on. The body would have floated downstream.
Enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it. Jane's fiery grove. Let's search around.
Bite's not easily chewed.
This must be Jane's watchtower.
There's more of them.
You shouldn't stay in there. I have another in sight. Peaceful. No wonder she kept it to herself.
A haven where one can mourn and scheme. Too.
I'd have liked to have seen it. With you. She's an artist. That makes her doubly dangerous.
She suffers alone. Reminds me of me upon a time.
She glories in the killing. You are not the same.
What do you think, my little leaden friends? Shall we shoot together in the woods? The lucky one shall taste the white man's blood, and oh, there shall be blood. And when it's done and my people are avenged, I shall fill the killers' hearts with whatever lead remains.
Jane tracked the mercenaries to the swamps.
Then that's where she's gone.
Rings with engraved hummingbirds. Jane is... getting her revenge.
She'll likely not stop till the last one is dead.
Jane means to take revenge and kill them all.
With the help of Squire Sincere Paris.
More Spectre mess for us to clean up. Let's go do a little scouting. with you. Have a bit of this.
I feel the dark curse or spell we found already.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location. back down to hell!
Falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you? Die, you bastard!
There's a ghost here.
Jane?
Most likely. Possession incoming. Watch out! Spectre possession. Careful!
You are not welcome here. Who are you?
I am Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We are Banishers.
What do spirit hunters want with me?
Jane, right? We're here to help.
I do not want your help. Not yet. I was so close when they got me. The hunt is not done. I am not done.
What keeps you here?
My people are dead. Their hummingbird murderers live. This is their nest.
Did these men kill you?
No hummingbird alive could get me. I was killed by a spirit that rose from the mud. I was careless. Kate warned me that this land is cursed. Now I'm a part of it. My body lies amongst the corpses, unable to raise my gun to the men who killed my people.
The gun is the tie.
I'm hunting. If you wish to help, then follow me.
Your employer, Squire Paris, sent us to look for you.
He is not my employer. He's my friend.
He worries about you, and he seems weak.
Someone has to look after him. He has no one else but me. I can protect him no more. It's not what either of us wanted, but it's how things are.
He knows about your quest for revenge. He is your accomplice, is he not?
He rescued me, saved me. He was my only friend. Now I am in spirit. The burden of bad blood spilled will not fall on Squire Paris. This is good.
We found your notebook. I doubt it'll help, but we are sorry for your loss.
You trespass on my pain?
We meant no disrespect. We needed to know.
Then know this. Don't do it again.
Lead the way. What have you learned so far?
I've learned names. French names, English, Spanish, Greek. Men who forgot their people and went to war for money.
Brave boys, and raw, filled with foolish stories. Easily recruited.
My skin crawls with the stench of what they did. Death does not wash them clean.
I'm ready to shoot the infested roots, after you bruise the heart.
Just how I like it. Watch out! Spectre!
Great! More fun.
Possession incoming! Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
What's some of this?
Blood debt in this life. Killed for a blood debt generations old. A shame they cannot pay twice over.
Handle with care. They're just blankets.
I don't like this at all. The smallpox in the blankets was intentional.
Many of us were infected by smallpox, weeks before the attack. But we were recovering.
This can't be a coincidence.
The name from Squire Paris's books. Overjay.
Wait. Are you saying my friend the Squire knew the mercenaries who murdered my tribe?
Squire Paris sold your people pox-riddled blankets.
When the illness worked too slowly, the hummingbirds attacked.
If this is true, then I shall kill the squire dead.
I couldn't have known what would happen, Jane. I swear it.
You bought my freedom. You paid for the hunt. Did you...
Banisher! Thank God!
Sad news, I fear. Jane lies dead in the mire.
You must help me. You must help us.
You partnered with the hummingbirds. You're complicit in the slaughter.
No, the attack was not part of the deal. Once the blankets were sold, the pennycook were in God's hands, not mine.
Like the man who killed your friend Jesus, you wash your hands clean and think yourself absolved. What a man of honor you are.
But then the Lord sent you to me. I did all I could to give you a life, so you could have revenge on the killers, the real killers. I did all I could to wipe away the pain of the past. Your pain.
Not all. You did not tell me the truth.
You knowingly sold infected blankets to Jane's tribe. A clean conscience can't be bought.
You don't know what you're talking about. You weren't there. You insult me. Get out of my house.
Every business needs an accounting. Time for yours. Jane, your anger is powerful. Your courage a beacon. You survived unspeakable wrongs. You lived.
In death, you may wish to wallow in bitterness, but that will cost you your soul.
I make one great angry spirit, would I not?
You'd forget it all. Your people, your heart, yourself. Only your hate would remain.
That sounds exhausting. I think I'd rather rest. There is no rest, said your lord, for the wicked. I lived among liars as Jane, but my name is Wathan. I will go. Jane is dead. I, Wappen, will return to my loved ones.
You have been here.
You've done your work, Banisher. You may leave.